Hello, everybody. Welcome to this special edition of It's Not Going to Be Lunchtime. It might be anytime. Detroit Lions Talk, brought to you by Belly Up Sports. We have to have a reaction show to the Matthew Stafford stuff, and we're going to get to that in just a bit. This is just going to be a strictly Matthew Stafford reaction show, but I'm going to bring in my good friend, Curt Steele.
Hey, what up, though, people? Welcome to the show. You know who we are. We are Detroit Lions on the Prowl, your home for Detroit Lions news and rumors. And as always, join the channel, subscribe, be part of the family. Please. Hey, like the video, share the video, comment on the video. Go over to bellyupsports.com and check out all the content that they have over there. You can take us on the go with our podcast version of all of our shows right there on Spotify and other Apple podcast platforms. And you can listen to us on the go on what? The Skull Candy headphones. You can find the link in the description for some great deals for some Skull Candies, and proceeds from the sales on that link go to helping us. A portion goes to helping us expand this content on our platform. And as always, we appreciate you. Now let's get this thing started because it's time
right now.
Let's go. All right, welcome back to the show. You know what it's time to do. It is time to react to the Matthew Stafford trade. Matthew Stafford, if you don't know, is going to the Los Angeles Rams. Coming to Detroit is one Jared Goff, a 2021 third-round draft pick, a 2022 first-rounder, and a 2023 first-rounder. So the Lions, for some people, they say they got away with high-rate robbery, but Jim has another take. So, Jim, what do you got? I want to hear from you.
I'm not in love with this at all. I don't really care for Jared Goff that much. Well, his contract is not much different than Stafford's. There is some cap implications. We're not sure because according to over the cap, we're right at the cap. According to a couple other sources, we're over the cap. Depending on what we do in the off season, we'll see how that goes. But I'm not in love with this. I'm really not. I don't like Jared Goff. I know that he went to a Super Bowl. I know he's won some games and stuff like that, but he had help. He had help. It's the same old argument with Stafford, right? Stafford couldn't win here. Let's get rid of him. Let's go get somebody else. So we get somebody else that's had a number one defense this year and had a running game. Stafford's never had a number one defenses in 12 years. He's only had one top 10 defense, no top 10 running game in his entire career. In fact, he went 5 years without a 100-yard rusher. So we're bringing Goff into this situation. Let's hope, honestly, that he's the answer at quarterback. I know a lot of people are thinking that, oh, no, he's just the bridge quarterback. We're going to draft a quarterback. No. And the reason I say that is because Brad Holmes is in love with this dude. Brad Holmes was the guy that pounded the table for him to come, them to draft, to trade up, to go get Jared Goff. So it's his guy. He's already announced him as the starter, folks. And we have 2 years that we can get out of this contract. But what I believe is going to happen is we're going to extend him, and that will be your quarterback of the future, folks. So good luck with that. I love the fact that we have the picks, but I don't like the quarterback, and I don't like the salary implications because we didn't get any better.
Okay. All right. So that's Jim. All right. For me, I like the trade. I'm not saying that Jared Goff is going to be the Messiah and come in and change all the fortunes of the Detroit Lions. I'm not saying that at all. I'm saying you have a good quarterback. You could not marry to him for a long term. You can get a couple years out of him. You can extend him, make it a cap friendly, a cap friendly deal for the team, and you don't have to really give him that much guaranteed money on the back end. So you can front load. It's already front loaded. So you can just extend him a couple years, get rid of some money, and make it more cap friendly for the team. And then you have those picks where the Lions don't have to focus on a quarterback in this year's draft. You can use that. You can draft, you can you can trade back from the number 7 pick and pick up more pieces. We're going to get younger. We're going to we'll be able to have more talent. So which is going to be, for me, going to have some long-term success. I already know, and people were killing us in the comments on we're not Lions fans because, we think that next year is just going to be a down year. That is the absolutely 100% truth. And I just think that we're not going to be great right away under this regime because you just don't have the pieces there. But you have some building blocks now with some draft capital, and you have the thing where you can trade draft picks. So you have the capital to go out and get players because of the fact that you don't have to use all those. You're going to have 5 first-round draft picks in the next couple of years. You got
huge flexibility.
Yeah, you got huge flexibility to build. And with the coaching staff, you're going to have in the front office, you're going to have a coaching staff that's going to be a place where people going to want to come and play. Just think about some of the names that we have. I have a friend of mine who's a Rams fan. He is totally upset. He's more upset that we got Aubrey Pleasant than we got Jared Goff because we took a guy that he was looking at to replace Brandon Staley as their defensive coordinator. He said your secondary is going to be 100% better just because of the fact that Pleasant is a great coach.
We got a lot of young talent.
Yes. And think about this. The Rams had a lot of young talent. They brought in Ramsey was a big piece, but think about their other corners and the other members of their secondary. They had a lot of young pieces out there at the Rams, and they turned that secondary, and Pleasant was a big part of that. He turned that secondary around out there. They lost some think about that. They lost Talib, they lost Peters, they lost some big names in that secondary out there in LA, and they just reloaded with a bunch of young talent. And Pleasant was a part of that, of turning them around. But let's get back to Stafford. First of all, let me say this before we go any further. Thank you, Matthew Stafford, for all that you've done for the Detroit Lions and the Detroit community as well. I wish him nothing but good luck and Godspeed out there in LA. I don't think this is surprising as most people think it is. The Rams were rumored to be kind of a dark horse for a while. It was rumblings that Rams were going to be the spot for Matthew Stafford.
And I think Stafford wanted to go there and Kelly wanted to go there too.
Yeah. I think that I think a couple of years ago during the offseason, I remember the Staffords rented a house out there in California. It was like San Diego or something like that. And I just think they were like
testing the waters a little bit.
Yeah, they were like, we need to get out here. So they got there.
Phillip Rivers was going to be leaving.
I think that's what it was. And and he stayed. Now I'll say this. I like the fact that we have a Anthony Lynn as an offensive coordinator because of the fact that he can work with Goff. Goff is that similar quarterback to maybe a Phillip Rivers. You know what I'm saying? The delivery style is something similar. Use him in the same type of drop back rollouts. And he had success out there in San Diego and LA with Phillip Rivers. So I like the fact that we have a good coach to put with Jared Goff, and we don't have. I think the system is going to be different. I think we're going to rely on more running and play action, just like they did out there in LA. So I think that Anthony Lynn can adjust to, can have the team scheme adjust around the talents of Jared Goff and not just kind of bring him in and try to make him fit his system. He can work around. Now Jared Goff's got decent numbers. I know Jim doesn't like Jared Goff very well. I don't
like him compared to Stafford.
Oh, okay. Yes. I mean, I can't compare him to Matthew Stafford.
I think he just got worse.
The arm talent is not the same. Definitely. I will not say that as well, but let's just look at, he has some comparable numbers as far as, if you look at, he has a couple of 4,000-yard seasons. I mean, the guy, the touchdown to turnover ratio is comparable.
Did he have to score every single time because he's the 32nd ranked defense in the entire league? is that kind of pressure on him. No,
But
yeah, the
I would
number
say
one
this:
defense in the entire league is
the
such a
the
different
Rams
situation.
didn't have the number one defense his total time in LA.
No, I'm just talking this year.
Yeah,
I was just
this
talking
year, yes. Last year, I mean, the years before that, no. I mean, think about like we said, the
And
year
how
they
far
went to
did
the
they
Super
get
Bowl,
in the playoffs this year?
they went to the divisional round. They won the
They went
wild
to the
card
divisional
game
round.
against one of the best, and that's one of the things that Jared Goff carved up one of the best defenses in the league out there in Seattle.
Yeah.
I mean, think about
Seattle didn't have
Jamal
the best
Adams and
defense this year.
again.
I don't think they had the best defense this year.
No,
I don't
Seattle
know
didn't
what
have
they
the
were
best
ranked.
defense. They had a good defense this year. They had good
Yeah.
secondary
Oh, yeah.
with
Seattle always
Jamal
has a good
Adams and
defense. I think
they
here's
always
my
have a good
problem.
defense.
I think here's my thing with the whole thing. I just want to explain this real quick. I have been a fan of the Lions for 40 some years.
Yes,
I have seen them come and I have seen them go.
Mm-hmm.
It's been since 1974 with Landry since we had a decent QB.
Mm-hmm.
We won one playoff game with Kramer, but that was a lot more Barry Sanders and a lot more, everything else. And the defense was pretty good that year. If we can build the defense, if we can build an offensive line that can block and run block, and we can have a running game with DeAndre Swift, there are pieces here that this could be a championship team in about 6 years. Not even 6 years, maybe 3 to 4 years even.
Yeah.
But they have to start bringing in talent. They have to get it right. Every single thing has to be right. And can they win with Jared Goff? Yes, they can win with Jared Goff. I'm not completely against him, but we don't have anything on defense right now, really. We got Okuda, but he wasn't very good. If you have the 32nd ranked defense, it's not easy to rebuild, but I love the fact that we went out and we got 2 number ones for a quarterback that they thought that we think in this town is washed up. I think he has another 7-8 years left, but it's up for debate. You never know.
That's up for debate.
If he's not going to get sacked every single, second, then maybe.
You know what? I will say this. I like the aggressiveness of the trade. The getting the 2 number ones and a number 3 this year, and bringing it. So basically, I look at it like this: we got 4 players, 4 for 1. You got 4 players for 1 guy.
And if you look at the Rams, they don't keep number 1 picks. They go out and they get talent.
Yep.
Remember when Khalil Mack went to Chicago and he just changed their whole team? I mean, he just put them over the top and got them a division title, something we've never done in the NFC North.
Yeah.
I see we have 5 opportunities to get that guy.
5. We got 5.
Also, hey, we got the number 1 pick probably next year. I'm not lying. I don't think we have much of a chance to be very competitive just with the defense alone. And only having 6 picks this year. If we get more, that's great. I don't think we might be able to sign Kenny Golladay back, but I don't know. I mean, just the money's not there right now. Can we cut players and
it's going to be
cap? We probably can.
I feel like this. And if you look at the cap numbers right now, the cap numbers reflect the current contracts, but you're going to offload a lot of contracts this offseason. A lot of players are going to come off the books
You're still going to eat some dead money with some cuts.
On March 17th. So you're going to eat some dead money with some cuts. You're going to eat some money with the. I mean, you're going to have some money going to come off the books because you have. 18 free agents are going to come off the books, so you're going to have some more cap space. Looking at the inflated numbers right now, just because of the fact that what's coming in, everything's not going to be, I totally believe in Disner. He's going to be able to fix our cap, coming into the season once we kind of get some of those contracts off the books, and we'll be able to retool. For next season, I'm with you.
Oh, go ahead.
Yeah, I'm with you with the down year. I still think it's going to be a down year. It's a lot. It's too many areas on the defense that needs to be fixed.
Yes,
for it to be a super competitive year. But like I said, you have the amount of draft capital to make some moves and get some players in the next couple of years where we can build that defense, because I don't think
still have a quarterback. I mean, for me, okay, I think about this and I think, okay, so let's forget Stafford altogether. Let's just say the era is over. We're done. We are moving on. But the thing is, if you think about it, we don't have to pick a quarterback now at 7.
Nope.
We're not married to that. We don't even have to pick a quarterback next year.
Nope.
We can wait for the year after that, use 2 number ones to go up and get a guy if we wanted to do it that way.
Yep.
We have so much flexibility right now.
Yep.
We have no flexibility with the cap, but that could help that we could help that out in a few years. We get some of these players in, draft picks and stuff like that start to change this defense.
Yeah. I think the Lions are going to get
defense and can get the offensive line built.
Yep.
I think Jared Goff could succeed here.
Yeah. I think the Lions are going to get considerably younger and they're going to get faster. I think that's what they want. They're going to get younger and faster. I think that's one of the things that they definitely want to have. You think about New Orleans, you think about LA, and I'm saying that because I'm looking at the GM and the head coach, where those are definitely things that were key on their teams. They wanted speed in skill positions and speed in their defense. Look at the Rams defense. A lot of speed out there, a lot of speed in the Rams secondary. Look at Alvin Kamara. That's a lot of speed right there on the offensive side. I forget their return guy. That guy, small guy down at the Saints. I forget his name.
Can't remember his name either.
Yeah, short, but speed. So they always had that speed element. Look at the receivers out there in LA. They always had some speed guys down the field shots. Where Detroit hasn't had speed on their offense,
or defense.
We've been some turtles, definitely some
speed, plus you get Spielman and Dan Campbell, his influence as well, and you're going to be a smash mouth football team. I would love to be able to run it down somebody's throat and not be able to stop it, and then have Goff be able to sit back on play action and be able to do whatever he wants with some speed receivers, TJ Hawkinson. This could be a setup for a really, really good team in about 3-4 years.
Yeah, could be.
If you're expecting next year to be good,
you're sadly mistaken. But
it's okay.
I think Holmes is playing the long game. I think he's playing the long game where he's getting draft capital where he can play the long game, have a down year, fix the cap next season, and then go into that 2022 season where we've got some tools to build a better roster and get better on both sides of the ball, especially that defense where he can bring in some free agents and draft some young talent to get better on that side of the ball. So you have a couple of building blocks, a couple of young guys on the defense, that like Penasini, something like that. They're looking at reports. I'm looking at what Glenn is looking at running a different type of a defense, maybe a 3-3-5 or something like that, where it's not as
you don't have to turn the roster over as much.
Yeah, turn the roster over so much this year. Yeah. So it's going to be
that makes perfect sense for me. I think you got Trey Flowers is a good DN for that. You got Penasini. You've got the big fat guy. I can never remember his name.
Danny Shelton.
Yeah. I can't remember that guy's name. I don't know why.
Yeah, and then but then you just look at some of the things that I just think that this trade is going to help the Lions' future instead of the present. That's just my opinion.
But that's the exciting part, isn't it?
Yeah.
Isn't that the exciting part? We're not stuck with the same thing over and over and over again. We have a real chance to build something right now, and we have the think tank hopefully in there that will get this done. We have a lot of picks,
and the Lions. I'm telling you, with the staff that we have, and the rumor that. And I hope it comes true. And shout out to Robert Prince. I know he's he's rumored to be moving on. But there's a rumor that there's going to be another big name coming in to coach the wide receivers coming up here in the next couple of days. So we're going to be an attractive place to come just because of the staff.
Yeah. Yeah. I like the hires. I like the fact that they were former players. They get it. Dan Campbell, I don't think he's going to be soft on people though.
No,
he doesn't strike me as a player's coach. He's going to get up in your grill.
Yeah.
I think we need that too. I think we have position coaches that actually know the positions and so they can help with that. We got a few positions yet to get somebody for, but so far the staff is really good. We just got Dom Capers too, which was
Yeah,
going to be
special
some of our
assistant.
show for tomorrow. We're
Yeah.
going to go into a little bit about Dom Capers. I actually like what he runs a lot of times, but we'll see how that goes. I think that could be a really good influence too. You know, to help
definitely
out.
to help out Aaron Galena over there, first time defensive coordinator. So
Yeah.
But you know, and that's one thing I do see about this is that you have a mixture of experience in places that helps out the younger coaches. So you have some
other people wanted as GMs.
Yeah.
Dorsey. We went through Dorsey and said, well, I wouldn't mind having him. He's really, really good. Then we got Brad Holmes and we're like, he's pretty good.
Yeah.
But then we got him too. I mean, it's like, whoa.
And then we brought in Agnew. Think about this.
Brought in Agnew as well.
Agnew and Holmes were key components of building what the Rams have right now. Right. I'm not saying I want us to be the Detroit Rams. I'm just saying I want the type of talent that they can bring into Detroit and make us a successful team.
We brought in a combination of like the Rams stuff and some of the New Orleans stuff.
Yeah.
Successful stuff. But I think they need to make that whole thing Detroit. You know, we need our own style. I think that's what they're trying to create here.
I think that's what they're focused on. Yeah. I think it's what they focus on. Building Detroit, restoring the roar, and, you know, and having the One Pride family, you know, feel part of, feel the pride of wearing Lions gear. And like Dan Campbell said, and, you know, that we are, you know, a community that you know, and every time you put on that uniform or a jersey or t-shirt, you feel it through your body. And
for the players, every time you put on that uniform, it means something different. And if we could do that and get that out to free agents, we might not have to overpay for mediocre anymore.
I hope not.
We've been doing that for a long time.
And we were, especially with the last regime, they were playing other people's backup starter money.
Yep. Yeah, they were. It was awful. But my initial reaction to this was I didn't like it at all. I hated it because I don't equate Goff to Stafford, but he's only 26 years old. He has been to a Super Bowl, and Stafford has not. He's what is his record in the playoffs? What, 4-2? 4-2. That's good. That's good. Can he win here? Not now.
To be determined. Not now, but in the future.
We have an opportunity to do something that's never been done before, ever in the NFL. There's 17 games next year, folks. We could go 0-17. No, I'm just kidding. God, I hope not. I'm a long-suffering Lions fan, and I absolutely love my team. I absolutely love them.
But yes, definitely.
My point is, I've been through so many rebuilds.
You have a jaded sense. You have it. And my thing to that point is that it's not the same guys making the same moves. So that's
I agree. I really do agree with that.
That's my little bit of optimism.
Different.
Yeah, it's built a lot different
than anything I've ever seen before in Detroit.
In Detroit, we haven't had what this looks like ever.
You have one guy, and he makes all the decisions, and that's it. And then you have a coach. We have brought in a think tank.
Yep.
Of some of the top minds in the NFL, I believe.
Yep, I believe that 100%.
I am excited for the future. Don't get me wrong. Please don't think that I hate this team and I want them to lose. No, I don't. I want them to win worse than anybody else because I want them to win one before I die. Okay. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I just haven't seen the evidence of anything, you know, and when we get draft picks for players and we get worse players and I'm not going to say Jared Goff is worse, but he is not Matthew Stafford. No.
I'm not even saying that. I'm not saying that he is as far as talent wise is concerned, but I will say this. I think, and someone said it last night, and I said, I agree with them. I said, they said we had the number 2 quarterback in the NFC North. We traded him away and still got the number 2 quarterback in the NFC North.
Yeah, because they don't like Cousins. Because they don't like Cousins. But you wait though. The Bears still haven't got a quarterback yet.
No. So I mean, we'll see that
we have the second overall.
For right now,
the worst defense.
Yeah, what you're talking about at the moment, because I know that right now we still got the number 2 quarterback. But hey, like I said again, man, thank you again to Matthew Stafford and Jared Goff welcome to Detroit.
Welcome to
You know,
Detroit, Jared
hey,
Goff.
you know what I'm saying? Hey, it is what it is. I hope you have sustained success once you get in the building. That's all I can hope for.
I'm going to tell you this. I'm really big on disagreeing with people that wanted Stafford to leave, but he's gone. I have no disagreement with them anymore. I don't care.
Nope.
Because to wish bad on anyone that comes in this building is just not a responsible thing to do.
Nope.
Because there's so much hate when people come to this town, and they put a lot of pressure on the people that come in here, especially number one draft picks or, you know, Joey Harrington. Yeah, I had a bunch of people, and this place just, you know, bashes most.
Pays to eat you up. If you pays to eat you up.
I'm not that guy. You know, I'm angry. I feel like there's some parts of me that says, you know, you get what you wanted, you know, out of this whole thing. But no, I think that we need to embrace Jared Goff. I think he is going to be our starter, although a lot of people think he's not. I disagree 100%. He's our guy going forward.
He's going to be our. I would say this for the next couple of years, he's going to be our starter.
We're going to get a chance to prove himself in another situation.
Yeah,
and he doesn't have the pressure of having to win next season.
See, that's
around him.
That's a total opposite of the pressure that Matthew Stafford is going to be under out in LA. His pressure is going to be to win.
Stafford's going to do out there? Do you think?
I think he can light it up. I think he can light it up with the tools that they have out there, and if they can keep under, because they have their own caps
in that division.
They have their own cap situation out there in LA as well. So
you got to go to San Francisco.
Yeah, San Francisco. So yeah, even Arizona is a good team.
Arizona.
So
I mean, they got some good teams in that division. So it's like I think he moved into a tougher division. I hate to say it.
Yeah, he did.
They don't have a Green Bay, I don't think, that wins it every year, but they have a better top to bottom than we do, I think. So I think that this year, I'm not sure, but I wish Stafford the best. I do. I appreciate him for what he's done for this team. And it's time to move on, guys. It's just time to move on. Let's see what we do. I think we have a bright future. I also think that Brad Holmes is different in a way because he's going to make the bold move. I think like Jalen Ramsey out there, like Khalil Mack in Chicago. Every time you've seen a huge name, Lions fans want that guy here, and we never get him. Yep. Never.
And I think Brad Holmes is going to be one of those guys who's going to try to go out and get him.
And I think we are going to get some of those players that are in their prime. You know, I think that's going to happen for us. And we have the draft capital now. If we could move up in this draft if we wanted to. I don't think we will, but we have 2 firsts to play with.
Yep.
And a first this year.
Yep.
What if we wanted Trevor Lawrence?
First and a third.
Get him with 3 number 1 picks.
Yep. Good.
We won't. But I'm just saying, we have so much flexibility right now. And we have a lot of, we could do what we want. We have the quarterback in place. We can get that offensive tackle. We can get that linebacker, Micah Parsons. You know, we could get that number 1 wide receiver if you want it. If they wanted to, I mean, they could go get Smith. They could go get Chase. You know, they're not limited by all the other things that they were limited to pigeonholed into a quarterback right now. They're not. They can trade back and get a couple more guys for the defense. There is a lot of possibilities, and I'm excited for the future. I don't think it's going to be an immediate good future. I think it's going to be a very bad season next year, but you never know. What if Goff just balls out and we get a bunch of good people because we're trading back, we're getting good players, and we get some great draft picks? What the heck? We could be a little competitive next year. We could win maybe a game or 2.
Yeah, I agree with you, Jim. We could win a couple of games. You know, depends on what we can put around them for the next season. Like you said, we have the flexibility to make some moves in this year's draft or get some capital to trade for some players for the futures. But I think that the future is going to be bright in Detroit. I think, like you said, Brad Holmes is a different type of GM, and what we have in the front office is different than what we had before in the Motor City. So, I mean, I'm excited for the future. I hate to see Matthew Stafford go, but like we said, welcome Jared Goff. You're a member of the team. You're a member of the Pride now. So I'm proud of Jared Goff and Matthew Stafford. Good luck out there in sunny California.
Yeah, good luck, Matthew Stafford. Good luck to the Lions too. I think it was a mutual parting that had to happen. Just it is what it is. You know, we got to get this rebuild full on. We actually got a quarterback that was a #1 pick in 2016. So, hey, you never know. A change of scenery may do him well. I'm not as optimistic about that, but you never know. I mean, he's had Super Bowl experience. He's had experience. Let's see what happens. Thank you, everybody, for rocking with us. We really appreciate you. We're looking to get over 1,600 subscribers, so we're on the march to that here pretty quick. We also would like to get more views, so if you could share the video, that would be amazing. We just really appreciate everything you have done for us, the chats, everything that's going on. We got a huge announcement tomorrow, so stay tuned for tomorrow's show. And I really appreciate each and every one of you. Now we go to Curt Steele to close this Stafford reaction show out.
Hey, thank you for tuning into this special edition of Detroit Lions Talk. You know, it's not lunchtime. It's a Sunday special edition of our Stafford reaction show. So we really appreciate you checking us out. And as always, subscribe to the channel, join the family, like the videos, share the videos, and comment on the videos. And as always, you can join us weekdays, 11 a.m. right here on our channel for the premieres of our regular shows that happen every day at lunchtime. And you can go over and check us out at bellyupsports.com. You can check out more podcasts, different sports, a myriad of articles, just some really good sports content over there on bellyupsports.com. And if you can't watch us, you can take us on the go. You can check out our Spotify page for the audio version of all of our shows, and you can listen to them on what? On some Skull Candy headphones. You can find the link in the description below for some good deals on some Skull Candy headphones.
And that helps the show.
And really some of the proceeds help the show. You know, go ahead and follow that link down below. And like you say, we really appreciate that if you can do that for us. And as always, during the premieres, you can do a chat and you can do a super chat. So get your comments right up front where you want them to be for a little extra money. And as always, you know what you need to do. And we wish that Matthew Stafford and Jared Goff, they need to boss up, ball out, and be the best version of themselves that they can be. For my man Jim, right here on Detroit Lions on the Prowl, this is Curt Steele, and we will holler at you real soon.